Okay, good morning, Ihab and Reza. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Idham, and I am the HR manager here at Grace Memorial Hospital. As you know, we are looking for a dedicated psychology assistant to support our clinical team in the psychiatric ward.
Good morning, Mr. Idham. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good morning. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
To start off, I'd like to keep this session interactive. I will ask questions to both of you, and we'll go back and forth. Let's begin with a brief introduction. Tell me about your background and why you choose to pursue career in psychology. Ihab, let's start with you.
Thank you, sir. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology from State University, focusing on clinical psychology. Over the last 2 years, I worked as a research assistant where I managed teams, data, and assisted in conducting cognitive behavioral assessment. I have always been fascinated by how the diagnostic tools can improve treatment outcomes, which is why I want to apply my technical skills in a hospital setting like you.
Okay, wow, interesting. And you, Reza?
I also hold a degree in psychology, but my experience is more toward community mental health. I spent a year volunteering at a crisis center and 6 months intern at a local clinic. My focus has always been on the human connection, helping patients feel safe and during their most vulnerable. I believe hospital environment requires a balance of living knowledge and deep empathy.
Okay, thank you. Now let's talk about specific skills as an assistant. You will be responsible for administering psychology tests, preparing reports, and conducting initial screening. Which assessment tools are you most proficient with? Are you most proficient with?
I am high proficient with the MMPI, VAES, and various neuropsychological methods. In my previous role, I handled the scrolling and initial interaction for over 20 cases. I pride myself on my attention to detail and my ability to maintain objective records, ensuring the lab psychologist has accurate data to work with.
Okay, that's a strong technical foundation. Reza, how do you handle patients who are resistant to the assessment process?
In my experience, resistance often stem in my experience, resistance often stem from fear or lack of trust. I'll focus on building a quick report before opening the test kit. I use active listening on and validation technique. If a pattern if a pattern is overwhelmed, I am still in the de-escalating techniques to help them ground. In my experience, In my experience, resistance often stems from fear or a lack of trust. I focus on building a quick record before opening the test kit. I use active listening and validation technique. If a question of if a question is overwhelmed, I still in the de-escalation technique to help them ground them. If a question is overwhelmed, I'm still in the de-escalation technique to help them ground themselves before we process. My goal is that my goal is to ensure the assessment is a therapeutic experience, not just a like clinical one.
Okay, let's move to a practical scenario. This is a hospital and things can get intense. Here is your case study. 25 years old patient in the emergency room is showing signs of acute anxiety and refuse to speak to the medical doctor. The lead psychologist is currently up in an emergency surgery consultation. You are sent in to stabilize the situation. What is your first step and your overall strategy?
I'll go first. My priority is safety and data. I will first check the patient's chart for any history of violence or substance abuse. Upon entering, I will maintain a safe physical distance and introduce myself clearly. I will use a low, calm voice to explain my role. I attempt to get the basic information. What triggers the event and use a standardized anxiety scale is possible to gauge the severity. Once I have the data, I will immediately brief the psychologists and soon as they are available.
Okay, nice. Objective and systematic. Reza, your approach?
My first step is to manage the every month. I try the resolution external stimuli. Dim the light if possible or as you scary step back. I will worry about the data immediately. I will sit a level with the question and use constant communication. First, let us breathe together. Then we can talk about what happened. I use grounding experience like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. My strategy is to become calm and calm for the patient so that when the psychologist arrives, the patient is in a state where they can actually communicate.
Okay, both of you provided excellent. Provide different perspective. We need both the data and the answer in this one. Let's discuss the practical side of the role. The psychologist assistant position is a full-time role with a shift rotation. Based on your experience and your budget, we are looking at a range. Ihab, what are your salary expectation?
Based on my research of hospital roles in this city and my 2 years of specialist experience in assessment scoring, I am looking for a figure around 30 30 uh, $5 million per month. However, I am open to discussion this if there are opportunities for professional development of certification funded by the hospital.
Okay, I see. And Reza, what about you?
My expectation is in the range of 3,000 to 4,000. While compensation is important, I am also very interested in the benefit package, especially health insurance and the supervision for that throughout my mission as full psychologist. Will the hospital be able to provide document supervision?
Okay, to answer both of you, yes, we do provide supervision hour and training budget. Ihab, your figure is at the top of our bracket. But for someone with your specific testing proficiency, it's something we can consider. Reza, your range is very much in line with our starting over. We also offer a comprehensive health package and a performance bonus after the first year. We are coming to the end of our time. Do you have any final question for me?
Yes. What is the typical daily collaboration between the assistant and the lead psychologist look like here?
You start with a morning briefing on all patients, followed by a block of assessment and ending the day with report writing and the briefing session.
How does the hospital support the mental well-being of its own psychology staff?
Excellent question, Reza. We have mandatory peer support group and the compressions session every Friday. We believe you cannot pour from an empty cup. Well, thank you God. You've given me a lot to think about. We will be making our final decision by the end of the week.
Thank you for your time, my Mr. Idham.
I look forward to hearing from you.
Notes, have a good day. Thank you.
And
I just had to let you know you're